Say you want a cup of coffee. You go grab your jar of coffee beans, but you notice it's almost empty. So you reach in to see what blend you have and take a little trip to the supermarket to buy another pound. When you get home, to keep the old separate from the new, you move the old beans to a new jar and the new beans to the old jar. And now your beans are separate, but you have a lot of wasted space in the jars, and when you try to put two jars back where you only had one, reorganizing your cabinets becomes your new frustrating part-time job. But what if I could store the old and the new together, but separate? Together and separate? Say you want a cup of coffee. You go grab your container of coffee beans, but you notice that it's at the refill line. You check the built-in label slot to find out what blend you have and go to the store to buy another pound. To keep the old beans separate from the new, you take off the lid, expand the built-in sub-container, and transfer the old beans there, noticing that once they are down to the main container refill line, they fit perfectly in the sub-container. Then, you pour the new pound of beans into the main container, noticing that that pound of coffee perfectly comes to the fill line. Next, you pop everything back together and effortlessly return it all to the cabinet, with your new and old separate and together. Once you've used all of the old coffee in the sub-container, you collapse it back down and start using the new coffee in the main container. Thus, first in, first out. FIFO.